Yeah, sorry for that.
Okay, no worries.
Let's
Am I
start the
audible?
session. Yeah, you are audible. You are audible.
Okay, wonderful. Right. Okay. Thanks a lot, Nirmal. Thanks for joining us here today. And somewhere it's a pleasure to have our interactions with the alumni who have pretty much spread their wings, and
Yeah,
one takes off on a track which is very unique. So there's a lot that we'll hope to pick up from you today. Would you like to briefly take us through your journey and
yeah,
introduction?
sure, I can. I mean, I don't know if I can share a lot, but I do sometimes share some of my knowledge to some of my friends on how you can start your career and all. So, like, yeah, I am currently working in Lane Club for like past 1 year, and for the first 3 months, I was an intern there, and my placement was done by DataMites itself. And yeah, the company itself is a very great company, I must say. And while working in this company, there was some expectations that I had. Like they told me that they will hire me as an ML engineer, but the kind of work that I was doing in the times of internship and everything, it was like a very unique role. Like they told me to do web scraping, they told me to create some pipelines, inference pipelines, and everything. And these are the kinds of things that generally, if you research, MLOps engineers most probably do. But yeah, there was a very ups and downs while I was working in this company itself. And looking back in the past 1 year, I have learned a lot of skills. Like, and mostly right now, currently, I am working. I'm mostly working in building some inference pipeline or doing some analysis over the data. Sometimes I do create some models, and yeah, that's all. And apart from that, I right now I do have a very good business understanding, which helps me to give a very better decision to and contributes in this field. That's all.
Okay, great. All right. Okay, so if we just rewind back a little bit, so
Yes.
what year was it that you had joined DataMites?
I think it was around 2023. I'm not sure with the dates. But yeah, it was 2023 almost.
This was this right after your graduation, Nirmal?
Yes, right after my graduation, I think I took 1.5 month of break and I joined the data mines. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Right. Okay. So at the time you were clear you were more going into data science, and is that a track that you wanted? How was your experience jumping
Yeah,
in?
I mean, like when I completed my degree in BSc Maths, I was very clear that in this career field, I would have to either opt for computer science or data science because I was very lean towards the languages and all. So at that time, data science was a very pretty good opportunity, and that time it was not a very booming industry as well. That's the thing. But right now, when and yeah, I as I told you, I took a 1.5 month of break, and in that time itself, I got to know like data. If I will step up my career in data science, it will be a very helpful for me in terms of future. So that's how I started searching for online institutes if possible. Because at that time, I thought of working as well, like working while doing the side quest of learning data science. And right now, it's my main quest.
Okay, wonderful. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, what does it take? First things first, yes. So right after that program is where you came to a different company, or that was the first job was this current company?
No, this is ideally I can say this is my second company. In the first company that I was working, it was the role there was of customer service, customer support. And in terms of data science, if I talk about Lending Club is my first company itself. Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine. So if we look at that as where wherein particularly as newcomers who get into the area, we are talking about, yes, somewhere you know your grasp of that particular field matters, and certain technologies matter as well, right? But probably programming takes the icing over there. But that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
the bulk of your stuff. But what was it that you found were the key tools, and what did it take to land a job?
For me, like the course was of 8 months itself, and in this 8 months of duration, I spent a lot of time getting a very good clarity and intuition about all the models and everything. Because in data science itself, the main thing that we mostly do is analyzing the data, finding the best model to train and everything. And if in terms of company I speak, a company always looks for a candidate who has a very better clarity and intuition over the models on how he can implement how he can make a model and everything. And in this time, frankly speaking, anyone can build a model, but the business understanding and everything that you should have so that you can prove this model to the business, it is a very difficult. And till this point itself, I think I only had interaction with the business 1 or 2 times. That's it. But explaining your mainly explaining your models itself is a very big task, and to sell it to someone, that is a very good thing that I learned in this company. But before joining, I can say you should have a very good clarity about all the like simple models like linear regression, logistic regressions, and everything. And you should, it's not like you should know all about the coding, DSA and everything. You should just know a basic of coding, of how the logics works and everything. And yeah, that's all. That's pretty much it. Because after completing my course itself, I just had a very recap about all the models that I was learning, and plus the coding itself. So if you do these kind of things at that time, you could have landed a job. But right now, as AI is booming, so I think learning just a model and have a very basic knowledge about coding will not be good enough to land a job in this current industry. You should start developing itself with the era. Like I must say, start
Right.
learning a little bit about LLMs and everything. Because I have started itself learning. Because I was the kind of person who thought like learning LLMs will be down the line after 2 3 years I will learn. But in the pace my company is growing, they are telling me to learn these LLMs and also slowly I am also starting to learn and getting a deep intuition about LLMs and all. Yeah,
Yes, I was just coming to that. So, since you're into building pipelines and ingestion of data, and also the modeling part of it, right?
yeah, yeah.
Where do you see the use of well, we could probably go specific into Gen AI, but also where exactly do the LLMs fit into that entire framework?
I mean, it's been, I will be frank with you, it's been, I think, 1 week itself that I have started exploring the LLM and agentic frameworks and all. So, I mean, like in my company specific, there are some law, why do we use LLM? The main thing is that it will automate some of the things. Like there's a term in the fintech industry known as business rule engine, where it's mainly a logical based engine which helps us get a better business. And to automate this, we were exploring a lot of things, and at that time we thought of using agents and all in this field so that we can automate this thing, and overall our business will improve. Because the traditional models and everything, those are very great. You can sell it to a person, but after selling it, how it will work in the real time and make business increase very more. At that part, we are using LLM, and how fastly and how rapidly we can boom the profits and everything. But at the end, that matters in each company, and in that sense itself, I have to think. So yeah, in that particular area itself, I am learning, exploring more about LLMs on how I can use LLMs in the best possible way and everything. Because using LLM itself is not our priority. If let's say the work gets done by normal coding itself, then it was fine. But there are some things that I think LLMs will be very great. Agents will be very great thing to apply for. So yeah, in that field I'm exploring right now. It's not like I am very good at it, but yeah, still I'm learning.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, that's always the key part, isn't it? Somewhere you will have to keep upskilling, and
Yeah,
that will be the case for most senior engineers as well.
yeah, that is,
Wonderful. All right. So, in the sense we are talking about even within DataMites, the kind of changes that have happened in the the expansion of the courses and the offerings that we now have. We are encouraging somewhere the start of these frameworks to be just about present everywhere, right? So it's getting
yeah,
it's fast spreading. Um, in terms of where we see things going forward, I think what value do you weigh on those fundamentals that you are picking up? Because we talk about data cleaning, we talk about pre-processing, in structures of how you use models. Is that work divided from your? You can speak from your experience. Do you
right.
have everything falls on your plate, or you can kind of, as a team, you are tackling it?
No, no, no. Like right now, I'm working in a startup, so everything falls under my plate itself. Like
Okay. Yes.
preparing the data to cleaning the data to building a model to creating an inference pipeline as well. I mean, if you know, inference pipeline is not a thing that a ML engineer most of usually make. But yeah, we do. Me as an ML engineer, I do sometimes make some inference pipeline for some of the models. Or let's say if I have to uh, improve the efficiency of the inference pipeline. Sometimes I do that. And but if normally speaking, if let's say you are working in a big company, that these are not all things that you require, because most of the people that I am working in, they are experts person, and they mostly tell that if you want to get the data, you will go for a data engineering team. Most as an ML engineer, the only work that you have is building a model which solves our purpose, and you have to always think in that direction. That's I think that will be the more core part, and it's not like always you will have to create the data on your own, and it's just a I think I must say in our company itself, in future itself, things will change. And me as a ML engineer or AI engineer, mostly will focus on business itself, business on how to improve the business and use the model in efficient way. So you can say that right now everything is in a place itself. So yeah,
Wonderful. Great. That's a
yeah,
great exposure first up. And
yeah,
we can see you have kind of, right in the thick of things, isn't it? So, yeah,
yeah.
well,
That is.
wonderful to see. So, Nirmal, future plans, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
If I talk about my future plans itself, in this company itself, I can see a lot of potential. Like they are working in digital models itself, and they are even working in all of the agentic side. We are building we are building a voice bot itself, and creating a voice bot itself is a very challenging task. I like the team which is working in the voice bot. Sometimes I do interact with them, and uh, I talk how they are building and everything. We just get a small intuition about how they are building a proper voice bot and all. And yeah, most probably in the after 6 or 7 months, I will slowly switch to Gen AI and all to learn how these tools work so that I can at least get an intuition, and I will be up to date with the market, because being in the market is the best thing that a person can have. Because if I will stop studying and everything, because once I joined the company, like I didn't study for like around 6 to 7 months. I was just learning. Because at the starting of joining any company, you have to learn the business and everything, how the company works and all. And so at that time, I was not reading a lot. But at right now, at this point, I think you reading every day will be your key part to know everything. And for myself itself, if I see 5 years down the line, I will get a very good knowledge in the agentic framework as well. How agents are working, how LLMs are working,
Right.
and their deep clarity about all that, how to differentiate and all. That's what I can say in terms of knowledge.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Great. On that note,
Yeah.
yeah, thanks so much, Nirmal, for your insights. And
Yeah.
yeah, somewhere I think that's very encouraging. Somewhere, yes, it opens up, how people approach a journey that's very dynamic, right? So things are getting updated rather quickly, and
Yeah.
it
You are.
also makes
That is
that very
correct.
exciting. Uh,
I don't know if this will help or not to candidates, but yeah,
yeah, it sure does.
someone
Yes, yes.
it sure
So
does.
there's more or less it's the candidness that that comes across, the candor that you have shared with us today, right? So thanks so much, Nirmal, and
Yeah,
wish you all the
thank you
best.
for
Thank you for joining us today.
thank you for your time as well, Mukul. Yeah, have a great day.
Bye bye.